A very warm welcome, dear students and dear parents. I know India is witnessing lockdown, and I have been requested by lot many students as well as the parents to record the lecture for ICSE students in English. And I received such requests from Bangalore students. So, well, when I was recording the lectures, I was not aware that I would be getting requests from students in Bangalore and Tamil Nadu and the South India students. So, well, I am glad, but I need to cover the North Indian students also as well. The book which we are going to follow is Elementary Economic Applications for ICSE, Dr. Debashish Majumdar, ABS Publishing House. I would like to say, whatever book you are following, that would not cause any difference at all. सो कुछ भी बुक हो आपके पास उस पर मत फोकस करिए. कॉन्सेप्ट्स अगर आपको समझ में आ जाए तो आपका काम हो जाता है. सो कॉन्सेप्चुअल स्टडीज इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो लेट्स सी द syllabus for 2021. Today we would be starting with this chapter's name is demand, meaning and types of demand. So you guys are aware of the syllabus, so I'm not taking much time in going through the syllabus. Eventually we will complete everything. So students, are you ready? Okay, one more thing I would like to tell. I am a very slow and a very steady teacher, and I don't want students at this stage of their lives to follow any sort of shortcuts, because that would be very dangerous. I would not prepare you only and only for ICSE examinations. But I can assure you that all of you will get above 90%, above 95% if you follow the way I simply ask you to just follow the lectures. विश्वास अगर आप रखते हो तो स्कोर बहुत ऊंचा मिलेगा. Now, you can even score 90% plus in the ICSE examination by following notes of any teachers. कुछ भी अच्छे नोट्स अगर आपको मिल जाते हैं, अगर आपको समझ में कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं भी आए तो ये जो पैटर्न है ICSE का, आप रट के नोट्स को चले जाइए, लिख कर आइए, आपको हो सकता है 80-90 मार्क्स मिल जाए. बट इफ ओनली मार्क्स इज योर मेन आइडिया, only marks and no knowledge, then I would not be an appropriate teacher for you, because my concentration is in future you students should not suffer when you want to sit for professional exams like chartered accountancy. Lot many students face lot of issues. They are absolutely blank even after studying economics in class 9, 10, 11 and 12. Once they are to face the same subject again in CA foundation, they are absolutely blank. So basically you are wasting 4 years of your life. You got marks but you have no knowledge, because the pattern is today you learn, tomorrow you forget. So that is not my way of teaching, because I would not like to waste my time as well as your time. Time is precious. So much resource, so much money your parents are putting in. So that should not go in the drain. So well friends, so it would be interesting because you would know the concepts thoroughly. Because I believe human mind and a student's mind should always be curious. If you are just curious, I will keep on motivating you, and this subject of economics would be your most loved subject. So come, let's start, my dear friends. Well, before going through the introduction, let me ask you one simple thing. Today, if you want to go and buy any item which your mother tells you to, okay beta Rahul, जाओ नीचे जाके bread ले आओ. Yes mama, मैं bread लेने जा रहा हूँ. सो ब्रेड का प्राइस है 15 रुपया और ब्रेड का प्राइस है 20 रुपीज़, 25 रुपीज़. अलग अलग कंपनीज है और उनका प्राइस अलग अलग है. सो ये प्राइस फिक्स कौन करता है? Of course, sir, the company who is manufacturing the bread, they are fixing up the price. So easy question. Yes. But imagine a situation, the government of India is fixing the price of bread. Can you imagine it in our country? We cannot. Why we cannot? This is what we were going to learn today. So let me read this. When the price mechanism works freely without government intervention. So in India, the price mechanism. So price mechanism means फिक्सिंग अप ऑफ द प्राइसेस ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. तो क्या देश में गवर्नमेंट का डायरेक्ट इन्वॉल्वमेंट है? नहीं जी, नहीं है. विदाउट government intervention, but there are few countries where government determine the prices. They have their own planning commission and they decide the prices. Prices of commodities are determined by their demands and supplies. So now this is very important. So the price is being fixed by the manufacturer. Fine. So this is clear. The manufacturer is fixing up the price. But how are the manufacturers fixing the price? How? Do they have any tools? Do they have any idea? Or they just simply gamble, or they do whatever they want. अरे भैया मेरा ब्रेड है, मैं मैन्युफैक्चर करता, जो मेरे मन में आएगा मैं वही चार्ज करेगा. So is this the best way? अन्ना भाई अन्ना भाई का मूड है आज का दाम 30 रुपया, चल लेने का तो ले, नहीं लेने का तो मत ले. सी लेने का तो ले, नहीं लेने का तो मत ले. ये सिचुएशन कब आता है? When you are absolutely sure कि you are the only person selling the bread in that locality and there is no other option. Then you can be an Anna Bhai and then you can decide whatever you want to charge, you can charge. But Anna Bhai is wanting 30 rupees. Yesterday the bread prices were 15, today is wanting 30. Okay, I'll not take your company, I'll go to somebody else. So simply put, demands and supplies. We are going to study in great detail, my friends, about demands and supplies. In this instant example, अगर अन्ना भाई 30 रुपया बोल रहे हैं ब्रेड का, बट देर आर मुन्ना भाई एंड चुन्ना भाई ऑल्सो देर. उनके पास ब्रेड है, उनके पास सप्लाई है. ब्रेड का मतलब उनके पास सप्लाई है. अगर उनके पास सप्लाई है और उनका प्राइस 15 रुपीज़ है, सो क्या हम और आप अन्ना भाई का 30 रुपया का ब्रेड का डिमांड करेंगे क्या? Would we like to purchase, would we like to buy the bread at 30 rupees? So now would we like to buy, would we like to purchase, or would we like to demand? So we need to understand exact meaning of the word demand right now. Now before we understand this word demand right now, Anna Bhai is asking this bread, he wants to sell it at 30 rupees. Now there are a lot of beggars in our country. They want the bread. They are hungry. भूख लगा है भाई. Bread चाहिए उनको. But they don't have the money. So in economics, would we consider those beggars who also want the bread? Now there are 100 people. 50 people with money, 50 people without money. So what would be your answer? What is the demand for the bread? Is it, sir, 100 people are wanting the bread, so definitely it is 100 people who are demanding the bread? No, my friend. In economics, in English, we can say, okay, fine, they are demanding because we know the English word, but this is not English. Right now we are studying economics. So economics में मेरे भाई 50 लोग जो पैसा लेकर खड़े हैं, उनके पैसे के बदले ब्रेड मिलेगा. सो जो मैन्युफैक्चरर है, जो सप्लायर है, द सप्लायर विल ऑलवेज प्रोड्यूस only and only for those people who are going to pay. It's a simple calculation. Because imagine a situation कि I am producing 1000 piece of bread, or we say loaf of bread, whatever. सो अभी ये इंग्लिश क्लास नहीं है, सो डोंट जज माई इंग्लिश प्लीज. सो प्लीज ट्राई टू जज माई कॉन्सेप्ट जो मैं देना चाह रहा हूँ. सो 1000 पीस ऑफ ब्रेड और लेट्स से सोप, साबुन, जो आपको समझना है, कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन 1000 पीस. So I am going to manufacture only 1000 piece because I know there are only 1000 people who are ready to pay. But there might be 10,000 beggars who are also wanting the same commodity but they don't have money. Point which we should understand is money component is important. We shall approach the theory in steps. Which theory? The theory of demand and the theory of supplies. Fine. In this chapter, we shall discuss the theory of demand. Okay, fine, we are ready. In the next chapter, we shall discuss the theory of supply. Okay, super. Then we shall be in a position to bring the two theories together and explain how a price of a commodity is determined by the interaction between the demand for and the supply of the commodity. So well, so what we are trying to say, ki price, let's say, the two curves, well, you don't know which curve is what, so let me not explain you right now. But instead of representing in the curve fashion, I can just simply write demand and I can write supply. Okay, so simple. एक तरफ डिमांड है, एक तरफ सप्लाई है. तो डिमांड कितना है, सप्लाई कितना है, दोनों को मिक्स करेंगे, दोनों को मिलाएंगे, दोनों को आमने सामने रखेंगे, दोनों को कंपटीशन लड़ाएंगे, दोनों को बॉक्सिंग रिंग में खड़ा करेंगे. बॉक्सिंग कर रहे, डिमांड सप्लाई के साथ लड़ाई कर रहे. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So there will be a fight. Have you taken your tickets? Not yet. कोई बात नहीं. So demand and supply, once they are together, let's say demand marries supply. And then they have a kid whose name is price. Okay, so can we simply understand this? When demand marries supply, they have a kid called price. And let's say this kid, sometimes when the mama is happy with the kid behaves in certain way. Sometimes when papa is happy with the kid behaves in a certain ways. So when we study further, so we will see the impact of price when demand and supply fluctuate. Fine. So I think you guys are more or less ready for further discussions. See, I am going slow, I know, and I would go slow. You need to invest that extra time with me, but the benefit which you are going to reap is the concept will stay in your mind forever. I can assure you that. Because we are learning to understand. Once we understand, the learning automatically happens. And you don't need to mug up again. Never again you need to mug up. But, very important thing, repetition, or what we call as revision. Revision is very, very important. Revision is very important. I would also like to give you a small memory tip. How you can improve your memory. Before we move further, let me give you a small demonstration about memory tips. I don't want my students to mug up. बोलते हैं ना, रट रट के पढ़ना नहीं भैया, मैं आपके दिमाग को बर्बाद कर दूंगा. ऐसा मार्क्स मैं आपको नहीं चाहता हूं कि यू स्कोर सच मार्क्स वेयर आपके दिमाग का नस फट जाए, प्रेशर से आप बर्बाद हो जाओ. और क्योंकि आपको प्रेशर है, योर पेरेंट्स दे वांट यू टू स्कोर हाई, you are into a competitive environment, you need to score high. But क्या कुछ ऐसा मेथड है जो स्टूडेंट्स को हेल्प करे, उनको याद भी रह जाए, मज़ा भी आए और इंस्टेंट, कोई लोड ही नहीं. वैसे ही कुछ मेथड मैं आपको सिखाना चाहता हूँ. म्यूजिक so easy to remember. Can we study in a way where the studies seem music to us? Repeat after me, class. Teachers, they have been doing this. Repeat after me when we were small kids. So the point is, repetition is important. So whatever you are understanding today, you need to revise it, my friends. If you don't revise, it might get off your mind. Today you will be very happy. Yes, I've understood everything. But if you do not repeat to your mind, it's not going to stay. So these are the basic fundamentals. Exaggeration works. Then there's a Baker paradox. This fellow's name is Mr. Baker. And this fellow's occupation is Baker. But when you try to recall the occupation, then you can imagine him with this big bakery hat. So whenever you imagine, that image comes to your mind instantly. You cannot remember names very easily, right? But you remember profession. If I say he's a police officer, at least you imagine that uniform, and you remember Singham. So this is very important, my friends. So pictures, visual information is easier to remember than abstract information. So whenever I'll teach, I'll try to create some pictures in the mind. Can you remember such long alphabets? Is there any formula? Yes, there is. See such letters, how you can remember. IBM, PhD, ACT, MTV. So we can simply now create a story. There is a guy who's working in IBM who is a PhD degree holder. He loves acting and he's taking classes from MTV. So fine, this is how you can train your memories. I'll try to teach you mnemonic methods. See, I'm just going through a brief overview of the course. Taking notes strengthens your memories. And there is a specific way to take notes. You guys want to take notes, and your notes should not be like this. So what are the best and appropriate methods? Well, there is another concept called mind mapping. When you go out for a war, you need to be ready with your weapons. And memory is the biggest weapon you can have, but you need to sharpen this tool. So I will tell you how you can train your memory. So this is the way we will make few mind charts. See, whenever we are studying history is date wise, it is linear, from top to bottom. So that is fine. History you can make notes in a linear fashion. But when I say mind mapping, you need not make the notes in a linear fashion. Let's take this example, physics. So in physics we have Isaac Newton's law of motion, we have Einstein theory of relativity, we have electromagnetism, we have quantum mechanisms. But these cannot be organized in any linear fashion because they are all physics. So we need to train our mind and develop a system wherein the mind really helps us. Songs are very important. Can we create few songs, few formulas we can convert into songs? Can we do it? See, this is the way you can make your ICSE preparation in a very interesting way. Verbalization, like songs, rhyme, alliteration, these things are very memory friendly, my friend. And human mind is wired to remember stories. Most of my examples, I will try to wire it with some kind of stories. We know we start the story with once upon a time, and the mind is really so ready to listen to a story. So can you remember this? X, I, B, M, P, H, D, A, C, T, M, T, V, X. So there'll be a lot of words. See, you need to find out ways. Now I'm going to show you a very interesting thing. The link system. Trust me, my friends, it will change your life forever. Can you remember pen, shoe, book, aeroplane, eyeglasses, fish, coffee, printer? I'm going to teach you a system where you link the first item with the second item. So you need to link the pen with the shoe. So you need to imagine something. You need to link the pen and the shoe. How can you link? So pen and shoe, are you ready to link? So link two items together using exaggeration, my friend. लिंक सिस्टम बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला, देखते रहिए. आइटम था पेन एंड शू. दिमाग में एग्जैजरेशन करना है. सो एग्जैजरेटेड माइंड. जस्ट इमेजिन दिस. मैंने इमेजिन कर लिया कि मैं शू पहन तो रखा हूं, बट वो कैसा शू है? पेन जैसा शू. आई नो दिस इज इलॉजिकल. सो इमेजिन करिए. अब अपने को शू एंड बुक को लिंक करना है. शू एंड बुक. कैन वी इमेजिन अ बुक वॉकिंग विद द शूज ऑन? किताब चल रहा है, क्या दिक्कत है? दिमाग को क्रिएटिव बनाओ. यू कैन इमेजिन दिस. वंस आई टोल्ड इमेजिन अ बुक वॉकिंग विद अ शू, ऑफ कोर्स यू ऑल डिड दैट. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू शो योर पिक्चर सो दैट इट हेल्प्स यू. Now we need to imagine book and aeroplane. Can we imagine a very big book flying along with the aeroplane? Can we? Yes, of course we can, because we need to link. This is called the link system. We need to link the 9 names together. So let's see. Here we are. It's my mind, it's my imagination. I will imagine whatever I want to. Nobody can stop me, my friend. See, the main idea is I will remember all the 9 items. So the similar fashion, we need to break down our 9 concepts. Or if you need to remember 9 points, we need to choose few of the important words from those points, and can we link? So airplane and air glasses. So airplane is wearing an eyeglass. Eyeglass and fish. The fish can also wear the eyeglass. Fish and coffee. The fish is swimming in coffee, and you can imagine the smell of the coffee along with having fish. Coffee and printer. I was printing a project of my school examination. Oh my god. And this ink is absolutely smelling like a coffee. So these are the link methods, my friend. Memory palace technique. This is also a wonderful technique. See, I need to take this entire memory lecture, memory class, which are separately recorded. So well, now let's come back to our preparation. So this was the main ideology. I wanted you to understand that there are ways of learning the concepts. Fine. Although we shall talk about one commodity, the theory will generally be applicable to any commodity. That's okay. हम आम का बात करेंगे थ्योरी में, बट वो एप्लीकेबल रहेगा अंगूर में भी, केले में भी. ठीक है भाई, आई डोंट माइंड. सो आर यू रेडी टू गो? Where do we go? No sir, we will not go anywhere. Okay fine, you don't go anywhere, but are you ready? कहीं चलते हैं. कहाँ चलते हैं? कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डिमांड को पढ़ने चलते हैं. कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डिमांड. A commodity is demanded because it has the ability to satisfy want. Perfect. Why do we demand something? Because satisfaction चाहिए. सिगरेट पीते हैं हम. सिगरेट बहुत गंदी चीज़ है, बट सिगरेट का डिमांड है क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं सेटिस्फैक्शन है, वांट सेटिस्फैक्शन है. ठीक है जी. बट सर अक्षय कुमार साहब तो ऐड करते हैं नहीं पीना चाहिए. वो ठीक है, नहीं पीना चाहिए, वो अलग बात है, बट इकोनॉमिक्स में अपने ये नहीं देखेंगे कि व्हाट इज़ गुड फॉर यू, व्हाट इज़ बैड फॉर यू. इफ़ इट हैज़ सम वांट सेटिस्फाइंग एबिलिटी and we have the purchasing power. I am using the new word, my friend, purchasing power. So how do we understand this? See, generally power we associate with muscle power, कि अरे अपने पास दम है, आई चल पंजा लड़ाएगा पंजा. So that is the muscle power. So power चाहिए. आज के दिन में किसी भी commodity को खरीदने के लिए कौन सा power चाहिए? पैसा का power चाहिए, money power. I need the money. So do I have the money? So if I have the money, I can purchase anything, and this is called purchasing power. Now Ram has 1000 rupees and Sham has 10,000 rupees. Who has got more purchasing power? Of course sir, of course. This fellow with 10,000 rupees is more powerful in terms he can purchase more items. So this is so easy. So who has more purchasing power? However, wanting a commodity is not the same thing as demanding it. This is what I had explained you. By demand for a commodity, we mean the desire for the commodity. So when we want something, that old beggar is also desiring for the loaf of bread. Fine. So we want something. We are trying to understand demand in a very simple way. This is the first class. We are going slow. Backed by the purchasing power. So desire के साथ साथ बेटे पॉकेट में पैसा मांगता. पैसा है तेरे पास? पैसा है. When a consumer wishes to consume a commodity and also has the necessary purchasing power, he is said to have a demand or effective demand for the commodity. So fine. So now we know what is effective demand. Very slow, very steady, but nobody can take this concept out of your head. So therefore, effective demand is equal to desire for the commodity plus purchasing power. So ये भूलने का नहीं है मेरे दोस्त. ये पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट इतना सही था. मैं इसको सिर्फ छोटा सा लिख के बोल भी सकता था, चलो इसको याद कर लो, इसको रट लो, बट उससे मज़ा नहीं आता. ठीक है, तो हमने पता चला परचेजिंग पावर क्या होता है, पावर के साथ क्या क्या होता है, तो हमने सब कुछ समझ लिया. थोड़ा सा टाइम इन्वेस्ट करिए, मेमोरी ट्रिक्स लगाइए, ऐसा पढ़ाई करिए कि एक बार टाइम लगे आपको. मगर आपके दिमाग में हमेशा के लिए रह जाए, क्योंकि यही इकोनॉमिक्स आपको 9, 10, 11, 12 के बाद हर प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे भी दरकार पड़ेगा। सो मैं आपको उस दिन के लिए पढ़ा रहा हूँ मेरे दोस्त, जब आपको सीए करना होगा या एमबीए करोगे, कुछ भी करोगे, तो आपके पास ये कॉन्सेप्ट्स तो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करेंगे, तो उस समय आप एडवांस लेवल का रिसर्च कर पाओगे। सो अभी छोटा प्यारा सा दिमाग है, क्लास 10 के स्टूडेंट हो, प्रेशर कम है, और मैं अगर आपको शॉर्टकट पढ़ा दूं तो बेस कमज़ोर हो जाएगा भाई। मेरा दिल आत्मा मेरे को अलाउ नहीं कर रहा कि मैं आपको एक नोट्स दे दूं और उसका नोट्स का लेक्चर बना दूं। सो 25% या 30% ऑफ द लेक्चर्स में मैं आपको 85-90 मार्क्स दिला सकता हूं, बट वो गलत हो जाएगा मेरे भाई, गलत हो जाएगा। ठीक है, सो आइए डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ डिमांड देखते हैं। सो डिमांड को हमने समझ लिया, अच्छे से समझ लिया, बिल्कुल अच्छे से समझ लिया। इनकम डिमांड, इनकम डिमांड पापा का डिमांड होता है, पापा इनकम करते हैं, पापा का डिमांड नहीं, पापा इनकम करते हैं। तो क्या पापा के इनकम से कुछ फ़र्क पड़ेगा हमारे डिमांड में? पापा कल हमारे लिए मैंगो के सीज़न में 5 किलो मैंगो लाते थे, पापा का प्रमोशन हो गया, पापा का सैलरी डबल हो गया, अब पापा हमारे लिए 15 किलो मैंगो लेकर आते हैं। सो फाइन, सो इनकम से कहीं ना कहीं कुछ तो फ़र्क पड़ता है। क्रॉस डिमांड क्या होता है सर? क्रॉस डिमांड, ये तो सर नहीं समझ में आ रहा, क्रॉस डिमांड क्या होता है? ठीक है, नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि तुरंत के तुरंत समझे, थोड़ा सा दिमाग में चलाते रहिए कि क्रॉस डिमांड क्या होता है। क्रॉस डिमांड क्या होता है? जॉइंट डिमांड और कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री डिमांड। देखो, जो एकदम क्लियरली समझ में आएगा पहले उसका चर्चा करेंगे। जॉइंट मतलब ये भैया ज्वाइन हो जाता है, राइट? अब हम दो कहाँ, हम एक है, वी आर वन एंड द सेम। So one and the same, let's say now you have a computer at your home or a laptop at your home. So this laptop is called as hardware. To run this laptop, the same laptop, you need a Windows software. So once you purchase this laptop, indirectly you are also purchasing the software from Windows company. Maybe you are paying 25,000 for the laptop, but the company has paid something for the software also. So this is called joint demand. Complementary demand, composite demand, competitive demand, direct demand, derived demand or indirect demand, notional or ex ante demand, effective or ex post demand. So we are going to study such demands in detail, nothing to worry. Let me give a brief outline of these concepts. Okay, fine. So are you ready for the brief outline, my friends? So we start with income demand. When the demand for any commodity depends only on the income of the consumer. अब पापा का इनकम इस बार ज़ीरो है। क्यों ज़ीरो है? लॉकडाउन है, कंपनी ने बोला सैलरी नहीं देंगे वर्मा साहब, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू पे यू. So when the demand of a commodity depends only on the income of the consumer, it is called income demand. So no income, no demand. In case of normal goods, normal goods क्या होता है? What is normal goods? What is abnormal goods? So we need to study. So we need to study lot many things. We get a positive correlation between the income of the consumer and the demand for the commodity. See, normal goods, abnormal goods, which we'll study later. But generally the normal goods, once my income increases, with more money in my pocket, like if I say mango, my salary just got doubled, with more money I will buy more mangoes. Buy more mangoes means I have the desire, I have the want, I have the purchasing power. So of course this is demand. As the income increases or decreases, the quantity demanded will also increase or decrease. Now my salary has been reduced. So yesterday I was purchasing 10 kilos of mangoes. 10 किलो आम मैं अपने घर पे लेके जाता था, मगर क्या करें हम, मैंगोज ज़्यादा तो नहीं ले जाऊंगा, मगर फिर भी सैलरी कम हो गया तो क्या हुआ, अपने बच्चों को भूखा मरने नहीं दूंगा, मेरे बच्चों को आम बहुत पसंद है, मैं लेके जाऊंगा आम. So I will take the mangoes. But instead of 10 kilos, I'll buy 5 kilos. So income has gone down, so the demand for the mangoes have also gone down. However, in case of inferior goods, the demand for the commodity declines with an increase in the income of the consumer. Fine. So, my dear friends, here we are. Normal goods, inferior goods. Inferior means low quality. Let's say there are so many qualities of rice. One rice which my papa was purchasing for me was 10 rupees per kilo. Now my income has increased. I am the papa, okay? So will I demand for this 10 rupees kilo rice? My kids were not happy. They were unhappy. बोला पापा पापा ये कैसा राइस है, मोटा मोटा राइस है, we are not liking it. So once my income is on the rise, I was demanding, let's say 10 kilos per month. So will I buy 20 kilos per month? No, because खाना तो उतना ही है ना, limited है. But instead of buying the rice of 10 kilos 10 kilos kg, I will buy a better quality rice, which is 20 rupees per kilo. Better quality. So basically, once you have options, like there are so many quality, na? So once your income is very low, you will buy the lowest quality because you don't have the money. But once the income is rising, you will buy the higher quality. But mango was the same quality. Let's say same quality mango. So you were buying mangoes 5 kilo at the rate of 50 rupees per kilo. But now your income is on the rise. So instead of 5 kilos, you buy 10 kilos. Here you are buying rice of 10 rupees per kilogram, but now your income has increased, so you are buying rice of 20 rupees. So that means you are not demanding this rice. So this rice has gone out of your budget, or it has gone out of your system, out of your memory, everywhere. No, वो दिन गए, वो पुराने दुख के दिन गए भैया, दुख के दिन बीतो रे भैया, अब सुख आयो रे, समझे? सो अब सुख आ गया, सुख, पैसे आ गए, पैसे से सुख आ गया. बट हमेशा पैसे से सुख नहीं आता मेरे दोस्त. Thus later on we can show that income demand curve will be positively sloped in case of normal goods. Now this is later, okay? डिमांड कर्व के बारे में हम आपको बाद में जब समझाएंगे, तो भूलिएगा मत, कहीं ना कहीं लिख लीजिए आप कि नॉर्मल गुड्स और इंफीरियर गुड्स के लिए डिमांड कर्व. देखो कर्व कुछ नहीं होता है. नाउ दिस इज वेयर वी टीचर्स नीड टू मेक श्योर कि यू गाइज डू नॉट मग अप. व्हेन वी से डिमांड कर्व, लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स दे थिंक कि क्या बात, अब ये डिमांड कर्व क्या होता है. सी लेट्स से यू रिप्रेजेंट अ डेटा. You represent a data. Papa brought 50 kilos mango when the price was 20 rupees. Papa brought 70 kilos mangoes when the price got 18 rupees. So these are the data which your dad was buying. So can you represent these data graphically in graphs? So when you represent a data in graphs, let's say this is 1 point, this is 1 point, this is 1 point, and you join, so this becomes a curve. That's it. So you need to understand कि what will I do. Don't try to mug up economics. मैं क्या करूँगा, अगर मेरे पास पैसा हो तो मैं क्या करूँगा. Think what you are going to do. So once you think, if I have the money, तो मैं वो 10 रुपया किलो वाला राइस नहीं खरीदूंगा, मैं उसको छोड़ दूंगा. So whatever you are doing, just write it down, jot it down, make a graph, प्लॉट द ग्राफ, ये आपको आता होगा मैथमेटिक्स में, जस्ट जॉइन द लाइंस, दैट्स इट. So this is so easy, and unfortunately lot of students, they are trying to mug up. That's so wrong. Fine. So today we will see, basically I don't want my lectures to exceed 40-45 minutes. That is the maximum we should study at a single setting. So cross demand would be, let's say, last topic for the day. Again I would upload the lectures, but in the YouTube maybe 1 or 2 chapters I'll be uploading. Rest, if you really like the way I'm teaching, so you need to subscribe, you need to buy, you need to purchase. So for that you can call this number. We will explain you what are the process. You need to download our app. We will give you the lectures which will play in your Android mobile phone or your laptop. But initial 2-3 chapters, they will be free of cost, and you can share with your friends, form an opinion if you really like the way I am delivering you the lectures. Of course, I would like to offer my services. Cross demand. If the demand for a commodity depends on the price of a related commodity, oh my god, it is called cross demand. Related commodity. For example, the demand for the petrol driven motorcycle is influenced by the price of petrol. Now this is going to be interesting. You ask your dad, Dad, now I'll be going to college and I need a motorbike. Motorbike would cost Dad around 50,000 maximum. But these days, due to some war in maybe Gulf countries, just an example, there are no such wars right now. Let's imagine the price of petrol, which used to be, let's say, 70 rupees per liter. The price has gone so high that the price is, let's say, 500 rupees per liter. So your dad requests you, अरे बेटा मैंने तुम्हें वादा किया था बेटा, मैंने कहा था कि जब तुम कॉलेज जाओगे मैं तुम्हें बाइक दिलाऊंगा बेटा, मैं अच्छा बाप हूँ, मैं तुम्हें झूठ नहीं बोलूँगा, मगर बेटे बाइक खरीद तो लोगे, मगर 500 रुपया पेट्रोल पर लीटर, उससे कई सस्ता रहेगा पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट में जाना. दिस विल बिकम अ वेरी कॉस्टली अफेयर. So Papa requests कर रहे हैं, no. Since the price of petrol is so high, and in maybe another 2-3 months the price is not going to come down. So beta, there is no point buying the motorbike right now and keeping in the garage. Maybe after 3 months some other company brings a new model. कोई नया मॉडल आएगा बेटा, तब ले लेना. अभी पेट्रोल का दाम बढ़ा हुआ है तो बाइक नहीं लेंगे. सो आई यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि डिमांड कहाँ क्रॉस हो रहा है. हमारा बेसिक डिमांड था मोटर बाइक का. I was demanding what? What was my demand from my dad? Was I demanding petrol? क्या मेरा को पेट्रोल खरीदना था? No, I wanted to buy this motorbike. But my dad said, motorbike के लिए लल्लो पेट्रोल होना जरूरी है. और पेट्रोल का दाम इतना ऊंचा, पेट्रोल का दाम इतना ऊंचा कि मोटर बाइक नहीं खरीदेंगे तो ये आ गया डिमांड नहीं चाहे. सो क्रॉस हो गया ना मेरे भाई, क्रॉस. सो दिस इज वेयर थिंग्स आर वर्किंग. सो नॉर्मल साइकोलॉजी है. Here petrol and motorcycle are complementary goods. Complementary. जब आपका कभी शादी होगा और आपको कॉम्प्लीमेंट मिलेगा कि ओ माय गॉड जोड़ी कितनी अच्छी है, बोथ ऑफ देम दे कॉम्प्लीमेंट ईच अदर. सो कॉम्प्लीमेंट ईच अदर मतलब बिना एक दूसरे के जिंदगी अधूरी थी, पूरी हो गई जी. वी हैव मेड आवर लाइफ कंप्लीट. ऑफ कोर्स सिंस without petrol you cannot run the motorbike, and 500 rupees per liter, I will not give you 500 rupees daily, my dear darling bete. ₹500 तेल भराने का पैसा नहीं है, ठीक है। सो सिमिलरली the demand for cotton shirts depends on the price of non-cotton shirts. They are substitutes. Oh, so there is one more funda, substitutes. Similarly, the demand for cotton shirts depends on the price of non-cotton shirts. They are substitutes. Later on, you can easily understand that cross demand curve for any one of the substitute goods will be positively sloped. This we can try to understand at a later stage also. So we can skip this, but I'm reading it. You need not put a load on your mind. Fine. Later on, say the demand for cotton shirts may rise due to an increase in price of non-cotton shirts. On the other hand, the cross demand curve for complementary goods will be negatively sloped. This positively sloped, negatively sloped, this we will discuss at a later stage. So this line I don't want you to rack your brains right now, बिकॉज मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ अभी आपको लगे और यार इकोनॉमिक्स तो बहुत खतरनाक है, डरावना है, आई नीड टू मग अप सो मेनी थिंग्स, पॉजिटिवली स्लोप, डाउनवर्ड स्लोप, नेगेटिव, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री, सब्सटीट्यूट, ओ माई गॉड माई ब्रेन विल नॉट वर्क, आई हैव मेड अ रॉन्ग चॉइस, नथिंग, ट्रस्ट मी, नथिंग ऑफ दिस सॉर्ट. So only thing what we need to understand is complementary goods, substitute goods. Complementary goods, you have bike and you have petrol. So what is happening when the price of petrol is rising, demand for bike is falling. Vice versa, maybe when the price of petrol is falling, now the price of petrol is falling, so the demand of bike can also rise, because oh my god, muft hai, petrol is just 10 rupees liter now, everybody, let's, no need to buy cycle, okay, or we pronounce it as bicycle. So this is about the complementary goods. But in case of substitute goods, let's say non-cotton, or we can also say, let's say tea and coffee. So today tea is 10 rupees, coffee 10 rupees. But now the price of tea has risen, price of tea is 15 rupees. So once the price of tea is 15 rupees, I will not drink tea, I will start drinking coffee. So in case of substitute goods, when the price of one commodity rises, we reject it and we accept the substitute. Simply put, ए भाई तू इतना भाव क्यों खा रहा है, तेरे को टीम में नहीं लेता, जा. भाव क्यों खा रहा है मतलब अपना भाव बढ़ा रहे हो. एक मैच में अच्छा परफॉर्म क्या कर दिया, अपना तुम तो यार बात करने का तरीका ही भूल गया यार, हम कैप्टन हैं, जा तेरे को हटा दिया मैं, जा. समझ रहे हो इसको जीवन से, जस्ट ट्राई टू रिलेट इट विद द रियल लाइफ. यू आर द कैप्टन ऑफ अ टीम एंड वन प्लेयर, ही परफॉर्म्ड वेरी गुड इन यस्टरडेज क्रिकेट मैच, बट नाउ ही स्टार्टेड मिसबिहेविंग, अपना प्राइस को बढ़ा रहा है, अपना मतलब वैल्यू को बढ़ा रहा है. सो यू कैन से भाई तुम जितना अच्छा बैटिंग करते हो वैसा ही बैटिंग मेरे पास दूसरा एक प्लेयर है, मैं उसको ले लूँगा. सो अगर चाय ज़्यादा हीरो बने तो कॉफ़ी पी लूँगा, कॉफ़ी ज़्यादा स्टाइल मारे तो चाय पी लूँगा मैं, चाय गरम चाय. सो मेरे ख्याल से आप भी गरम गरम चाय पीजिए और आज का लेसन को हम यहीं रोकते हैं. आई होप कि मेमोरी टेक्निक्स के बारे में आप ज़रूर सोचिएगा. मेमोरी टेक्निक्स के साथ जब हम पढ़ाई करेंगे तो ज़िंदगी आसान हो जाएगी. सो डियर फ्रेंड्स, इंग्लिश प्लस हिंदी, एंड मे बी आई एम नॉट एब्सोल्युटली फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश. इंग्लिश इज़ नॉट माई मदर टंग माई फ्रेंड्स. सो अगर मैं फ्लुएंट नहीं हूँ तो इसमें मेरा कोई दोष नहीं है. हिंदी है, दिल में हिंदी है भाई. सो हिंदी में बात करना ईजी है, बट क्या करूँ मैं, फॉर माई लवली डियरेस्ट प्यारे प्यारे साउथ इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स, मेरे को तमिल नहीं आता, मलयाली नहीं आता, मलयालम नहीं आता, कन्नड़ा नहीं आता. सीखने का इच्छा, आई वांट टू लर्न ऑल दोज लैंग्वेजेस. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली दैट विल बी लॉन्ग लॉन्ग टाइम व्हेन आई विल बी लर्निंग. मे बी बुढ़ापा आ जाएगा तब तक. So till that time, at least to help you students, I'm trying to mix Hindi and English. So excuse me for not being absolutely fluent in English, but slowly and steadily, I'm promising you, मैं अपनी अंग्रेजी को सुधारूंगा. I will improve my English and see there will be a remarkable difference. Today is the first lecture, and in times to come, I'm very sure you will find your teacher improving. So we should all aim to improve ourselves, upgrade ourselves. So with this, I would like to leave you for the day. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye bye.